Artists, storytellers, beatmakers, this is the latest news, deals, and free plugins from the music production world. I've got a super deal for you in this episode and a limited time free plugin. Don't miss either of them. Let's go. Okay, if you've never tried Safari Pedals plugins, here's your chance. Yeah, these look like pedals, but they're plugins. 3 things you need to know. First, you can get Ladybug Vintage Reverb and Yak Delay at a super discount for $39. $39 for both instead of $218 using the link below and the code SanjayC Super Deal Bundle. Yeah, that's a long code. I'll copy it below so you can grab it. Next, it's only for the first 1,000 people who use the code. These are rich sounding plugins, 2 of my favorites from Safari Pedals. Ladybug has vintage reverb vibes and Yak Delay gives you delays even sounding like the vintage 201 and 2plex. And third, this week only, you can also get an extra free plugin, Fox Echo Chorus, totally free. Just add it to your cart and use the code SanjayFreeFox. That's a $46 plugin, free this week only. So here's a quick summary of the plugins. Ladybug Lo-Fi Reverb is a plugin that works really well for adding character to your music. It's got a vintage vibe for sure, especially if you want to include some old school tape compression and lo-fi vibes. Remember, this is a reverb plugin first, but it has that added character built in. Yak Delay, the other plugin included in this $39 bundle, is a super beautiful sounding delay with high and low pass filters built in. And you have ping pong as well. This delay has its own sound, as you can hear. It's another unique effect to add to your arsenal. Remember, the Ladybug and Yak plugin is only available to the first 1,000 people who use the code, and don't forget to grab Fox Echo Chorus totally free this week only. Fox Echo Chorus is such a cool combo chorus, delay, and reverb plugin. Again, made to emulate vintage effects sounds from the past. And they've added features you don't usually get on a plugin like this. Check it out. They recorded the noise from the original hardware, and you can get that on your tracks now. And they've included a blend knob, which is also rare in this type of plugin. Again, if you haven't tried Safari Pedal plugins before, this is the best time to try them because of the deal and the freebie. In the past week, you've seen tons of videos about the new Moog Muse synth. I released 3 videos about it, and the last video comparing it to the Arturia Polybrute 12. Some people in the comments are calling the Moog Muse the best polysynth Moog has ever released. Don't miss those videos, and that leads me to this week's question of the week. We've seen 2 amazing new hardware synths come out this year. They are both exceptional instruments, but what do you think? Is there still a place for hardware synths and outboard gear in studios today? I want to hear your take on it. Comment below. Okay, big news. If you own or plan to own an S-Series keyboard from Native Instruments, they just released a free firmware update. The update adds capabilities that allow standalone MIDI templates for hardware synthesizers and drum machines. So you'll be able to map MIDI CCs, control program changes, and manage expression pedals without a computer connection. I'm so glad to see this because I really felt the S-Series was too dependent on the complete control software before. I hope they move more from the software onto the hardware keyboard in upcoming updates. For those who don't know, the S Mark III series from Native Instruments is available in 49, 61, and 88 key models. The 88 is my daily keyboard back there. The update is free for all S Mark III owners, and they've also improved the NKS integration. They say you'll get deeper control over compatible instruments and streamlined performance and editing modes. Keep it up, Native Instruments. We need more free updates like this. All right, from some beautiful synths to something kind of ugly. I don't know, you tell me, what do you think? Teenage Engineering just released a new variation of the EP133 KO with a medieval theme. Just look at it. It looks like a calculator that was left in a cigar lounge too long. But they didn't just give us a new look, they've added some new sounds. This medieval edition adds medieval instruments, drums, and other sounds from a long time ago, built right in. Aside from the look and sounds, it's pretty much the same KO that we'd seen before. Now, this does bring up something interesting. Is Teenage Engineering going to give us more themed EP133s? That might be really cool. I just don't know how many people are going to grab this medieval one, but if you're one of them, let me know in the comments. Hey, if this video is interesting or useful, can you help me out by hitting the subscribe button? It's totally free and it would help me reach my 1 million subscriber goal. We're at 480,000 right now, and every click of the subscribe button helps me bring more content and value to you. Oh, I forgot to mention that Safari Pedals also dropped Cobra Fuzz this week, which gives you vintage fuzz tones. You can get sounds from subtle warmth to full saturation with this new plugin. You get gain, sustain for saturation duration, and output trim for level control. It also features a tone dial for some sound shaping and a lot more features. It's available now, and there's a 14-day trial also available. All right, a little more news from Native Instruments. You know how they're known for their cinematic instruments? Well, they released a new plugin that's a very scaled down instrument meant for those who are just getting into cinematic film style sounds. It's called Scene Saffron. It's a plugin for creating orchestral swells and some shimmery pads. Its standout feature is the XY pad, which lets you blend between 16 hybrid sound sources, effects, and controls. It also has key and scale tools. It's part of their new Scene series, and it includes strings, synths, brass, and a bunch of other sounds. You get 120 presets and a randomization feature for a bit more inspiration, I guess. I'll add a link below. All right, I've got some deals, but before we get to that, a word from our sponsor. Are you thinking about putting your music out there? Well, DistroKid is a simple and fast way to get your music onto Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, pretty much everywhere. And DistroKid collects earnings for you when anyone plays or purchases your music. It's simple to use and includes tools built right in to help grow your audience. I've created 2 videos on DistroKid that will probably answer any questions you have. You can watch them right here, and if you're ready to sign up, use the link below to get 7% off your first year of membership. All right, a few deals to highlight this week. First is that bundle I talked about. Don't miss that. First 1,000 people only. There's also a good deal from Native Instruments on Ava Music Group instruments. I have the Unity Nostalgic Synth and absolutely love it. They have a bundle deal right now that gives you that nostalgic synth and 6 other instruments for $99, and that's down from $400. Also, output plugins are 50% off. Portal and Thermal are excellent effects plugins. And here are 2 freebies with purchase. If you buy anything from Plugin Boutique this month, you'll get to choose either the VCA compressor from Softube or Imaginato's K7D delay plugin for free with any purchase. If you purchase anything from ADSR Sounds this month, you'll get the Imprint Transient Designer for free. Links to everything in this video are in the description and the first comment below. All right, so how about a freebie? Well, you got it already. Fox Echo Chorus is totally free just for the next week, so don't miss out. Use the code below the video to get it for free, and don't forget to grab the super deal of the week. $39 for the Ladybug and Yak Delay bundle. And hey, if you're ready to decide which super synth reigns supreme, watch my full comparison of the Moog Muse and the Arturia Polybrute 12 right here. Keep making the music you love, and I'll see you soon.